All right. We're going to go into the Wayback Machine, and today we're going to look at Dragon Warrior Terra Reborn. This was actually my very first graphical game of any kind, and my very first attempt at a graphical game. This game did go live for a short period of time, but it was not... I didn't focus on it too long. Basically, the BYOND platform already had a Dragon Warrior fan game. It was very popular and very well done by a good acquaintance of mine, SilkWizard, who actually created the game Nostalgia on Steam. Go check it out. But Dragon Warrior Terra Reborn is what got me into it. I was really into the Dragon Warrior series as a kid and thought, hey, it would be really cool if I could make an online Dragon Warrior game because it's simple turn-based combat, very simple rules. And I thought, hey, an online RPG can't be that hard, right? So here we go. Dragon Warrior Terra Reborn. The graphics on this are actually a lot better than some of my games because I actually had real assets to work with. You can see here, this is the hero sprite from the Game Boy Dragon Warrior 3 on Game Boy Color. I think we got a wizard sprite from probably one of the Super NES versions. This is the original title screen from Dragon Warrior 1 on the NES in America. And I don't actually know what these two options are. I can go either way. Apparently I can go down here. I just run around, man. I'm just walk up here on a title screen. That's cool. I bet if I do something, maybe I could talk to this guy. Old Mage M Castle Sage. Huh. Let's speak to him. Welcome to Dragon Warrior. If you head west, you'll enter the magical cave, which will transport you to the last destination you visited. East will take you back to the capital of the civilized world, Tantagel. Well, let's go in here. Here we are back in Tantagel Castle, and this is just like, well, not just like the NES game. Oh, there's the king up here. Super old school. Go down, just wander a little bit. You can see that this is actually the layout of the original castle. I think I hand mapped this 1-to-1 to be exactly the same because, hey, authenticity. And I think actually these formulas, I'm not positive. I know you couldn't hit level 25, I believe, in Dragon Warrior 1. Or maybe you could. Maybe 30 was the cap. But I think that these values are actually real values from the game, perhaps. I don't know. It's been a while. Wow, we got missing graphics or something. You never know with these old builds. Like, I haven't booted this thing up in 12 years. Who knows what could happen? There we are. We're in a random engagement. Fight with the red slime. Can't really tell because there's no picture. But we'll attack him. And you can see down here, this is actually the text output. So even though you got a visual, this was actually the output that you cared about. Hit him for 32, killed him, got some gold, got some EXP. Come in here, come into the town. And I think this town was also 1-to-1 mapped. In fact, I think everything about this game was 1-to-1 mapped with Dragon Warrior 1. I hand mapped the whole layout to be identical to Dragon Warrior 1. But it wasn't finished. Let's see. I don't even know how the merchant interface would even look. What do I even... I don't even know which command to use. None of those look like buy a thing. It's highly possible maybe you couldn't even buy things. Because, like I said, unfinished game. This was hosted live with players, and players really did play and got up into the 20s at least. I remember there were people that were begging for more monsters to kill because they were getting up into the 20s on like some of the weaker monsters in the game, like I believe wolves, which gave like 45 experience or something like that. So people were playing, but it just was never a finished product. But that's pretty much it. Just wanted to show do a little show and tell. Dan's first fan game, Dragon Warrior Terra Reborn. It would be actually one of 2 fan games that I've ever done. And the other one was actually a Pokemon game many years later. I think almost 9 years after this. We did a Pokemon tower defense style game. It wasn't tower defense. It was actually Pokemon as defenders. So maybe we'll check that out sometime. But anyways, thank you for watching.